In one of my last videos, I was showing you how I was putting my shelves together for better organization. And I also showed you this corner that I really didn't have the motivation to deal with. It was an absolute mess. It was worse than what you're seeing here, but I didn't know what to do with it until yesterday morning. I got some inspiration. I decided to put together a workstation that was out of the way and I could use as a staging area for some ideas that I have. I got a lot of ideas, but they're not all good ones. It's nice to have something like this set up permanently where I can go over here and I can try things. And I've got some ideas, and I also have some new studio equipment coming in that I think you guys are really going to like. What is it? It's a Headliner Indio DJ table. It's a heavy-duty table. It takes about 5 minutes to set up if you have two hands. If you have one hand, I'd quadruple that. But what's nice about it is the top is super thick. It's like 3/4 of an inch, and it's very sturdy. So it's going to support your turntables if you're scratching and things like that. It does have black and white screen that wrap around the bottom of it. It's roughly 4 feet by 2 feet. And it's perfect for what we're going to do over here. I can set it up and I can leave it and we can try things. What else is going on here? We've got currently, right now, for this particular mock-up as a test, got the FBT J5s here. Some people were asking about them in one of my last videos. They saw pictures of this when I was playing around with, I think, the Flex 5. They were asking if they're studio monitors. They're actually not. These are PA speakers. 5-inch, they got dome tweeters in them. Believe it or not, I've done parties with just these two speakers and a small subwoofer. I think you could do parties of probably up to 100 people with something like this. No honking, sounds great. They're great little speakers, so they're not really studio monitors, but we're using them as monitors because it's what I have. Of course, we've got the Gravity laptop stand and the Alienware laptop. Here I've got my DDJ 800 set up, and I've also got this deck saver on it. Look, I got a cat. Ollie is kind of a terrorist, and he likes to pull buttons off of laptops and all kinds of crazy stuff. So having a deck saver on here is nice, not only to keep dust off of studio gear, but to keep Ollie from destroying what's underneath the deck saver. They make these for anything from controllers to mixers to turntables, you name it. So, what's my horrible idea today? Let's do something. Let's try something out. I've got an idea, and it occurred to me to try this when I was talking to my friend John. My new Alienware laptop is a 16-inch screen. I've had to do some adjustments to the font size and the resolution to blow this up so I can see what I want to see, especially on my old legacy programs. But I got to thinking, a laptop is cool because it's a small computer packed into a slim design. It's lightweight. It's got a screen on it. Of course, it's perfect for DJing. Some people use desktops and they can put whatever size screen they want on it, but that's a lot of setup, right? And most of the time, all you need is a laptop. But what if you wanted something with a little bit bigger screen? And what if you could do it very inexpensive, like under $100? This is not the first time you've seen this old Insignia TV in one of my videos. It's a 19-inch LED television set with an HDMI input. Blanca actually found it while she was going for a walk. Somebody had it out to the curb. They were throwing it away. But it's come in handy. I've used this as a karaoke monitor. Split screened it, used HDMI out of the computer into this thing, and it's been perfect for lyrics. It's only 720p, but that's fine. I've also used it when I'm testing VDJ and music video with the split screen down here in the dungeon. I'm trying to think of a reason we couldn't use this as a monitor. 19 inches, that's pretty big. Now, some of you were saying you can't buy a 19-inch TV anymore, and I've noticed that. But I was looking at Walmart, because everybody's got a Walmart, right? They've got that ONN brand, the Roku TV. It's a 24-inch for $74. Now, if I look at the specs here, it looks like it's about 3 inches wider than what we have with our garbage find Insignia, putting it at 21.90 inches. And it's 14.5 inches tall, which is pretty much right on the nose at an inch taller than what we're working with, which is still very manageable for what we're doing here. Now, this is assembled. You could take the legs off of it and do something else and make it a little shorter if you wanted to. But Yeah, 74 bucks. Yes, you could get a monitor if you wanted to, like a real computer monitor, but this is doing it on the cheap. I don't really want to go to Walmart and spend $74. I will if you really want me to. If you do, let me know in the comments section. I'll do it and we'll try it, but I thought it'd be interesting just to try this and see if we could use it as a secondary monitor. Most people are not going to have studio monitors or speakers on top of their tables. So let's get rid of these. And something else I was thinking about, a lot of people don't have their computer dead center. I like to work that way, but some people put it to the side a little bit. I've never tried it, but let's try putting this computer a little bit over here. Okay, so there's the orientation I'm thinking as a starting point. I've never done this before, so I'm doing this for the first time. What would happen if we put a monitor here, just for starters? That wouldn't be too bad. Tilt it toward you a little bit. You can see over it. So let me go ahead and hook it all up and see what this looks like. And look at that. We've got a bigger screen. How much bigger? Turns out it's an inch bigger. You've got a 19-inch monitor, but you've got bars on the side because of resolution. It's just how it works. But let me try something. Let me show you this. Okay, so if I open up Virtual DJ, everything is right here. It's duplicated, right? And it's an inch bigger, and that's very helpful. But I have an idea. Let me try something. What would happen if I went into, and I'm looking at the bigger monitor to do this, what if I went into display settings, and instead of duplicate these displays, I extended the displays. Look what happens. I get the full 19 inches on the screen. The bars go away. So now, again, I'm just trying this. If we open up VDJ and I minimize this, if I can, it'll let me. Can I make this smaller? Yeah. What if I were to drag this over here and expand it? Look at that. I've got it all right here. So just for fun, let me throw a music video on. I'll drag it up here. I will press play. VDJ is set up to put this on the other screen, so let me see if I can get out of that. If I can drag this over to here, and I can expand it, however you do that, I've got the display over here. Now I could do a full display, or I could just have it here, so I could monitor whatever my video happens to be. See, look at that. Let's try something else. Here I've eliminated the laptop stand completely, and I've just put the laptop over here. Your screen is right in front of you, and what's cool about this is that you aren't blocking any line of sight at all from your audience this way. You've got a 19-inch, in this case, diagonal screen. You've got a computer over here with a screen that you can do things like monitor your video, or alternately, if you've got lighting software, you can run your lighting software on this screen and use this screen for what you're doing with VDJ. I think it's pretty interesting. And I'm not sure how the orientation is going to feel. So I'm going to have to play around with this a little bit. Now, those of you who are into cable management, hey, this is a mock-up. Deal with it. But check this out. This isn't such a bad idea. Now, me being one-handed, I don't use two hands to type. I use one hand. And I have to look at the keys. It's just a thing with my brain after a stroke. So this isn't a big deal. I'm using a mouse to do things that I need to do, right? I've got the controller here. I can stand right in front of it and work, and then reach over here. Like, let's just try it. Let's just see how this works. Let's say that I want to find a Daft Punk song. Okay, I typed in Daft Punk. I've got Daft Punk here. We're going to do Defunk. I'm going to drag it in here and drop it. And, you know, big deal. It's in there, right? This is cool. I can DJ just fine this way. This doesn't screw anything up. I'm right in front of it. It's huge. It's 19 inches. It's bigger than anything I've had before. And it just sits right here. Now, this particular TV has a base on it that does tilt, which is helpful. I can tilt it up. I mean, you could rig something up under this to tilt it up, or alternately, you could do something with clamps on the back. I'm sure you could, but I don't know if it's even necessary. So here's an idea I had. And I needed a mock-up area to look at it and try things. In fact, when I had the initial idea, I wasn't even thinking about putting this on the table like this. But you know what? This works. It works just fine, having the keyboard to the side, having the screen right in front of you. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. It's an idea. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I got a lot of ideas. They're not all good ones. But yeah, I mean, maybe we'll expand on this. Maybe we'll try something else later on down the road. Maybe you've got some input and we'll try it out as a mock-up. And if you feel like I need to go to Walmart and buy the $74 22-inch Roku TV to try this, we will. But I wanted to try it with what I had laying around the studio just to see. So anyway, yeah, that's the video. That's the new workstation. This is the kind of stuff I'm going to be doing here. And stay tuned. There's going to be more because I've got some stuff coming in for you studio guys. I think you're really going to like some beautiful stuff that we're going to use this table to set everything up on and add some more stuff. That's it. Thanks for watching. Hit the like if you could. I'd appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Practice and enjoy.